Welcome to Waldwick Warrior High School football. I am Matt Halper, working for the Waldwick High School Broadcast Center. We have Bryce Hamilton for the kick, and it is caught. Tackled out about the 30-yard line, just shy of it. Let's get the 29. It's time for Rutherford has the ball. Rutherford is coming out with the ball. It appears that number 3, Van Weber, is out at quarterback. The 6'2", 155-pound junior. All right. Rutherford is coming out in shotgun, it looks like. All right, with the snap. And it is an incomplete pass, coverage by Bryce Hamilton. Intended target is number 7, Pat Sorelli. All right, it's now 2nd down and 10 from the Rutherford 29-yard line. All right, Rutherford is back in shotgun. They got trips to the strong side. All right. And it is a attempted pass to number 7, tackled by number 48. Tackles number 48, Luke McGowan. It appears Rutherford is going with some tempo here. All right, Rutherford has calmed the ball down a little. They've calmed the pace down. All right, Rutherford is still in shotgun. Right. Drop back to pass. And it is incomplete with number 5, Christian Cierto in coverage. The pass was intended for the Piers number 2, Alex Tamalo. Rutherford is slowing it down a little bit here as they have a 2nd and 10 from the Warrior 31, 32, I'd say. They're still in shotgun. Drop back. And it appears false start on the offense. Yup. That'll move them back. It's a nice 5 yards. It'll give them a 2nd and 15. It'll give Rutherford a 2nd and 15 from the Waldwick 37. Rutherford is taking their time here after the false start penalty. Rutherford is now set. Drop back to pass. And it is complete pass to number 7. He was pushed out of bounds by number 33, Zach Holsizer. Rutherford seems to love be targeting number 7. Appears he's their number 1 receiver. All right, now Rutherford is under center. And they nice little quarterback sneak to get the first down. Rutherford now has a 1st and 10 from the Waldwick 20-yard line. After this first down, Rutherford appears to be picking up the tempo a little bit. All right. And Rutherford is now set. And drop back to pass. Incomplete pass intended for, what was that? It was an incomplete pass intended for number 2, Alex DeMalo. Rutherford seems to love going to the same two. Rutherford loves to go to the same 2 receivers, number 2 and number 7. It appears that they're their number 2 receivers. Right. Rutherford is set with a 2nd and 10 from the Warrior 20, I believe. Drop back to pass. And he's pressured by number 33, Zach Holsizer. Pass was completed to Doug Russell, number 1. All right, and Rutherford is taking their time after the incomplete passes. Now they have a 3rd and 10 from the Warrior 20, believe. Drop back to set, and he is pressured. Complete pass to number 7, and he scores a touchdown. Appear to be about 19 to 20 yard, just simple out route. You know, there's nothing you can do about that. It's a nice pass. Rutherford will now attempt for the extra point with number 11. Number 10, sorry. With Drew Carney. And the kick is good. Rutherford takes the lead 7-0 with 9:24 left to go in the first quarter. Rutherford is setting up for the kick. It appears that number 22, Chris Marquez with the kick. Ball's caught by Holsizer, who takes it to the Warrior 35. The Warriors are now coming out on offense with number 14, Russell Pigg, the senior, the 6'1", 175 senior. All right. Russell's under center. And Warriors shift. Motion. False start on defense. That will give the Warriors a little boost to make it 1st and 5. Oh, never mind. Sorry, it's on offense. That'll push them back 5 yards to make it 1st and 15 from their 29-yard line. All right. Russell's calling the play. All right. He's under center, as you will see him for a lot of the night. Little shift there. and a carry to number 33. And then Waldwick gets the ball, gets a 5-yard penalty back on a nice little 5-yard run by number 33, Zach Holsizer, a name which you'll be hearing a lot tonight. Warriors huddle back up for the 2nd and 10 from their own 35-yard line. Here the Warriors go. Set. Little shift. A little attempt at appears to be a stretch to number 21, Gregory Grudge Jr., our head coach's head coach, or head coach's son. He got about a yard on that, making it 3rd and 9 from the Warriors' 36. Warriors huddle back up for this very crucial 3rd and 6 as they're looking to strike back to the Rutherford's first possession touchdown. Warriors are up to set. Little shift there. There's shift by, and unfortunately, an unfortunate sophomore Bryce Hamilton bobbled that end around, in which he lost, I'd say 4 or 5 yards back to the Warriors' 29-yard line. It appears that Bryce will be trying to redeem himself with a punt here, with 7:27 counting on the clock. And they rush Bryce. Bryce manages to get a really nice punt off, which is down at the Rutherford 17-yard line by 88, Chris Caserta. Seeing how much pressure he had in his face, that was actually a very nice bump by the sophomore Bryce. Nice little redemption there after the fumble, after a bobbled snap. Rutherford will come back out with Van Weber still at quarterback. Waldwick will be looking for a defensive stop here to keep the game close with 7 minutes and 6 seconds left in the first quarter. There's a drop back to pass. It is a complete pass to number 1, Doug Russell. Number 1, Kyer Bailey for Waldwick was on the stop. That will give Rutherford a first down from their own 26-yard line. Rutherford is taking their time here. Just trying to get the right play. Rutherford's really taking their time here. But they are now set. Drop back to pass. Nope, he's running it. That's a QB sneak. QB run on the play. Tackle by number 21, Grudge Jr. Or Greg Grudge Jr. And as another first down. Rutherford now has the ball at their own 32-yard line. Rutherford is now set. Drop back to pass. He's looking deep. And pass is caught by number 2, Alex Damalo Jr. He was tackled by number 6. was a beautiful pass. It was caught for a first down. They're now at Waldwick's 35-yard line. That was a beautiful pass, if I got to be honest with you. Fit it perfectly right in front of the receiver. Rutherford is slowing it down, just trying to make sure he got the right plays in. They're set. Shot back to pass. And he's evading the passers. There appears to be flag downfield. As of right now, it was a tackle just short of the goal line by sophomore Bryce Hamilton. And it was a holding on the Warriors. So the Rutherford will decline the ball as they will decline the penalty as they will now get the ball at the 1 yard line. The Warriors need to stop here as Rutherford's looking to put up 14-0 on them quick with 5:20 and counting left to go in the first quarter. And it is a direct snap to number 7, Pat Sorelli, and he gets the 1 yard touchdown. Sorelli. Rutherford will now go up 13-0 and will attempt to go up 14-0 with the PAT at 5:16 left to go in the first quarter. Number 10, Drew Carney, will attempt to kick. And the ball snap, and it is good. Rutherford 14, Waldwick nothing with 5:16 left to go in the first quarter. Waldwick. Waldwick will really be looking for a good drive here as they're down 14-0 early in the first quarter. The Warriors are set up to return the kick with sophomore Bryce Hamilton back deep to return. And 22, Chris Marquez will be kicking the ball off for Rutherford. And the ball is kicked, and Bryce will take it. Bryce will take it up to the Warriors' 34-yard line for a nice little return there. It's still early, but the Warriors will definitely be looking for a good drive here to make it 14-7. All right, the Warriors are coming out at their own 34-yard line with number 14 Russell Pig still under center. Little shift, a pass. That's below play action there, and Russell will run it for a nice little 4 or 5 yard gain to the Warriors' 40. Waldwick's now looking at a 2nd and 5 from their own 40 after a nice little 5 yard run by quarterback Russell Pig. Waldwick is down and set. Nice little shift there. Zach Holsizer gets the ball and gets the first down. Gets a first down at the Warrior 45-yard line. The Warriors now have a 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line. Let's see if Warriors can keep this drive going. Warriors are in the huddle here. They're coming set to the line. All right, here we go. Warriors have a 1st and 10 from their own 46-yard line. And it is a handoff. And there's about 1 yard gain. Handoff to number 21, Gregory Grudge Jr. The Warriors are looking for a bit of a bigger chunk here as they have a 2nd and 10 from their own 46-yard line, down 14 with 3:10 and counting left in the first quarter. Warriors are down and set. Drop back to pass. The pass was almost intercepted by number 12. Pass was almost intercepted by number 12, Anthony Bonagura. Pass was, it was a little bit of a high pass, but, he was under a bit of pressure there. It's fine. Warriors now have a 3rd and 9 from their own 46-yard line. Warriors are down and set. Russell motions for Bryce to shift. Hands it off to Gregory Grudge Jr., number 21, for a no-yard gain. Warriors will be forced to punt from their own 46-yard line unless they choose to go for it. It appears the punt team will be coming on for Waldwick. That's number 11. Bryce Hamilton will be attempting to punt and pin Rutherford back deep. With number 7, Pat Cerulli deep to return. And Bryce sees a snap. Rice bombs it deep, and the ball's caught. The return is taken all the way to the Rutherford 36 or 7-yard line. However, there is a flag on the field. Is holding on the receiving team, Rutherford. Rutherford will start with the ball at their own 25, 26-yard line, it appears, after the holding penalty. Rutherford is still looking for a play. Rutherford's taking their sweet little time here. They are now finally down and set. Let's show drop back to pass. And the pass was incomplete, intended for number 7. Pat Cerulli was the attempted target, but unfortunately he was overthrown a little on front. They're real. It appears that Rutherford will be targeting number 7, Pat Cerulli, a lot tonight, as he has both their touchdowns so far. Rutherford is now down in set. Drop back to pass. And the pass is complete. Pat Cerulli on the reception for no gain. Tackle by number 48, Luke McGowan. Rutherford now has a 3rd and 10 from their own 26, 27-yard line, or 3rd and 9 from their own 27-yard line. Rutherford is back set quickly. While the student section is getting very loud. Rutherford is set. Drop back to the pass. He's rolling out. And the pass is caught for the first down by number 2, Alex Damalo. Alex Damalo with the catch. Rutherford will now have a first down. Rutherford will now have a first down from their own 36-yard line with 1:12 left to go in the first quarter. Rutherford is set. Drop back to pass. And the pass is caught for a nice little gain by number 1, Doug Russell. Tackle by number 48, Luke McGowan. This kid isn't the biggest, but he's flying all over the field. Holsizer is also getting partial credit for that tackle. Number 33. Rutherford now has the ball from their own 41-yard line with now 30 seconds and counting left. They have a 2nd and 5. There's a handoff for, appears to be a 2-yard loss. Again, number 7. Again, number 7, Pat Cerulli's getting a lot of carries and receptions today. And Rutherford will take it to half and will have a 3rd and 7 from their own 39-yard line.
Incredible. Every single time I go to get them, I gotta go to Alex Dixon to like do it for like a minute. Barwa. They're law. No, seriously. Yeah, buddy.
Rutherford will have the ball from their own 39-yard line to start the second quarter with a 3rd and 7. They're set, drop back to pass, and he's rushed with a sack. Rutherford back for a sack for a big loss. Give credit there to a few guys. It appears that there were 2 or 3 Waldwick guys in there. Rutherford will now have to punt with number 16, Ryan Ward, kicking. And Waldwick will take a timeout here with 11:26 to go in the second quarter. This is their first timeout at a half. After this timeout, Rutherford will come out to punt from their own 30 on a 4th and 16 after the Warriors sack.
Dickman.
Both teams are now coming out of the timeout. Rutherford will be set to punt, again, as I said, from their own 30 after a big sack. And the punt will be fair caught by Bryce as he will let it roll back to the Warrior 19-yard line. That's a very good punt. Ryan Moore with the beautiful punt there. Waldwick will get the ball from their own 19. 1st and 10 with 11:13 left to go in the second. Down 14-0. Also back in the huddle. And the Warriors will be coming out looking for a big drive here, hoping to score and shorten the score. Or shorten the score gap.
Dickman, you getting a pumpkin?
The ball was given. The ball was given to number 33, Zach Holsizer, for a nice little game there. Zach Holsizer, number 33, was given a gain of 7 there to make it a 2nd and 3 from the Warriors.
Preston.
Make a 2nd and 3 from the Warriors' 26-yard line. Waldwick is coming out. They're down and set. Little shift there. And the ball is snapped, given off. For a big gain, Zach Holsizer takes it. He's going. Zach Holsizer is going. Touchdown, Waldwick. Zach Holsizer on the big-time run. From the Warriors' own 26-yard line, they take it all the way to the house, courtesy of Zach Holsizer. It appeared he was actually stopped after only a 4 or 5 yard gain, but he somehow managed to break out of that and take us to the house.
Who was that? Hired?
It appears we have an injured ref on the far sideline by the Rutherford bench. Hopefully he is okay. After this injury timeout, Warriors will attempt a kick to make it 14-7 with 10:05 left to go in the second quarter. This big run here should give the Warriors a pretty nice boost of confidence after being down 14-0 and pinned back deep in their own zone.
Mr. Don, you're here.
That run right there got the Warriors student section going wild. It appears that this place is going to get real loud soon. Now the Warriors will be back on after the injury timeout to attempt the PAT. Or will they? No, they will. Coming out. Nope. Warriors will be attempting the PAT with Bryce Hamilton attempting the kick and quarterback number 14, Russell Pigg, on the hold. Bryce Hamilton, number 11, will attempt a kick here, and it is good. Warriors have shortened the gap to 14-7 with 10:05 left to go in the second. Waldwick will now kick the ball back to Rutherford with number 11, Bryce Hamilton, on the kick. And number 7, Pat Sorelli, and number 13, Cole Gumas, back to return for Rutherford. And Cerulli took the kick from his own 9-yard line, taken out. And he took it back to the about 39-yard line. Nice little return there, especially seeing that was back from his own 9-yard line. Rutherford will start with the ball with a 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line with 9:58 left to go in the second quarter, up 14-7. Rutherford is down and set. Nice little dive to number 7, who takes it for a 2-yard gain. Tackle by number 1, Kyer Bailey. This will give... Actually, no. Sorry, that was actually... number 33, Zach Holsizer, got the stop there. This will be actually a 2nd and 8 from the Rutherford 42 with 9:25 and counting on the clock in the second quarter. Rutherford is now down and set. Another handoff that will go for, say, about a 6-ish yard gain to the Warrior 40, to the Rutherford 47-yard line. Rutherford will now have a 3rd and 3 from their own 47-yard line with 8:15 counting left on the clock in the second quarter. They are up 14-7, Rutherford. They're now down and set. looking back for a play or an adjustment of some sorts. But first, drop back to pass, and sack. There's a big sack by number 21, Gregory Grustis Jr., and number 1, Kyer Bailey. That will drop Rutherford back to their own 37-yard line and give them a 4th and 13 in which they'll have to punt. Number 16, Ryan Ward, will be back to punt, and number 11, Bryce Hamilton, will be back to receive the punt. There's now 7:50 and counting left in the clock in the second quarter. And punt. It's a nice punt, and Bryce will let it bounce and be down at the Waldwick 30, maybe 29-yard line. Waldwick will now have 7:40 remaining in the first half to attempt and either tie this game tie this game up. Waldwick really has the momentum here after forcing a 3-and-out and having a big touchdown run by number 33, Zach Holsizer, on the last drive. Waldwick is up to the line. And little motion. Bryce Hamilton, number 11, has the ball, and he will take it for a 5 to 6 yard gain up to the Warriors' 35, 36 yard line. This will give the Warriors a 2nd and 4 from their own 30-yard line. 7:17 left in the second quarter and counting. Warriors are up to the line now. They are down in. Russell is now under center with 6:56 left. Nice little shift there. And a handoff to. That was a nice little handoff to number 33, Zach Holsizer. This will leave the Warriors with a 3rd and 1 or 3rd and 1 from the Warrior 39-yard line with 6:30 left to go in the second quarter. Again, the Warriors are down 14-7, although they do have the momentum after a big Zach Holsizer touchdown run and forcing a punt. Waldwick is up and set. And they go for the quarterback sneak by number 14, Russell Pigg. And it appears he gets the first down up to the Warrior 42-yard line. Warriors will now have a 1st and 10 from their 42-yard line, from their own 42-yard line. It is officially 6 minutes to go left in the second quarter. Warriors are up to the line relatively quickly. Russell's under center, little shift. Another shift there. And it will be a nice little run up to the Warriors 49 by number 21, Gregory Grustis Jr. Warriors will have a 2nd and 5 from their own 48-yard line with 5:15 and counting left in the first half. Russell is now under center. A little shift there. Grustis comes around. It's a play-action boot. And Russ is still going. Gets a dump-off pass to number 21, Greg Rush Jr. Takes it, and he takes it all the way down to the Rutherford 31-yard line. Although it appears there's a holding penalty back at the appears that there's a holding penalty back at the Warrior 38-yard line. This will, instead of this nice gain up to the Rutherford 32, this will bring it back pretty far. And we'll give the Warriors a 2nd and 15 from their own 37 maybe, with 4:49 left to go in the first half. Warriors are down 14-7. Warriors are now under center with this big 2nd and 20. They give Holsizer the ball for a minimal gain. We have Holsizer on the carry there. Warriors will now have 3rd and a long way to go to get a first down here and hopefully keep this drive alive. There is just about 4 minutes left in the. There's just about 4 minutes left in the first half. Again, Warriors have a 3rd and 15 from their own 37 after a holding penalty and a short run from Holsizer. Russell Pick is under center, drops back to pass, and pass incomplete intended for number 5, Christian Cerrito. Sorry. Warriors will be forced to punt from their own 37 off a 4th and 15 with 3:56 left to go in the first half. Bryce Hamilton would be back to punt with number 7, Pat Sorelli, back to receive the punt. Pat Sorelli back to return the punt. Bryce will attempt to run it. He's getting good blocks. He's running. He's going. Bryce Hamilton's going. And Bryce gets the first down. Oh, my God. Bryce gets the first down after going miles behind the line of scrimmage up to the Rutherford 45-yard line. This will rejuvenate this Warrior team and get the crowd going. The Warrior offense will now be back on the field with 3:40 and counting left to go in the first half, down 14-7. The Warriors are under center with a nice play-action boot. The pass was almost intercepted by number 11, broke it up. Matt Shebe broke the pass up, almost picked it off. Luckily, the Warriors will get a 2nd and 10 from their own 46 with 3 minutes remaining, down 14-7. Warriors are now in the huddle. Warriors now come up to the line at their own 46, 2nd and 10. And the ball is taken by Holsizer for a nice little gain there. It's about a 7-yard gain up to the Rutherford 39-yard line. Warriors will now have a 3rd and 4 from their Rutherford 39-yard line with about 2:30 left to go in the first half. Russell is under center, takes the ball, hands it off for a little dive up the middle for what is just short of a first down, which will make it a 4th and 1 from the Rutherford 37-yard line. Warriors will have a 4th down here, a very big one, Warriors will be hoping to get this to go into half, either hopefully tied. There's 2 minutes left to go in the third. Warriors have a 4th and 1. And the Warriors will get it. Russell's going. Quarterback Russell Pig is going. He's going. Russell Pig is going. Quarterback Russell Pig is touchdown. Warriors have tied the game 14-7 with 1:52 left to go in the first half. It appears there might be there's actually a flag on the play. Touchdown will stand after the play. Unnecessary roughness. Warriors will attempt the PAT to tie the game at 14 with 1:52 left to go in the second quarter. After an absolutely explosive run on a 4th and short by quarterback number 14, Russell Pig. Hamilton will be on to attempt the PAT with Russell holding. Although with the unnecessary penalty on the end of the play, Warriors kick the Warriors PAT when we move back pretty far. This will be moved all the way back to the Warriors 25 kickoff. Or the Warriors 25 for the PAT. Sorry, my bad. Hamilton will keep the PAT. This is a 35-yard PAT, 25 plus 10 for the end zone. Bryce and Hamilton just makes the PAT to tie the game at 14 with 1:52 left to go in this first half. This has really energized this wall, the crowd in this Warrior football team. This has completely shifted the momentum. Waldwick is now tied at 14 with 1:52 left to go in the first half. Number 11, Bryce Hamilton, will be on here to attempt the kick or to send the ball off to Rutherford. Yet again, we have seen the very explosive Pat Sorelli back to return. There's also Ko Gumas back there. Bryce back for the kick, number 11. And Bryce kicks it off. Taken by number 24, who's tackled at his own 40-yard line. Again, that is number 24, Simon Raymond, on the return. Rutherford will now start with the ball from their own 40-yard line with 1:47 left to go in the first half. All right, Rutherford back. As a screen pass to number 1, and he is tackled almost immediately at the Rutherford 42-yard line by number 11, Bryce Hamilton. This kid is all over the field. Again, that was a little screen pass to number 1, Doug Russell, for a 1 or 2 yard gain. This will leave Rutherford with a 2nd and 8 from their own 41-yard line with 120 left to go in the first half. Rutherford is picking up the pace as they'd probably like to score before half. A little run to number 7. This will give a 5-yard run to number 7, Ray Sorelli, to the Rutherford 46-yard line. There's officially under a minute left to go in the first half. Rutherford is taking their sweet time here with not that much time left to go in the half. There's now 40 seconds left to go. They cannot take this to half, and Rutherford has to burn a timeout with 37 seconds left to go in the second half from their own 46-yard line. When they come out, they will have a 3rd and 3 with, again, 37 seconds left to go in the first half from their own 46-yard line. We are now coming out of the Rutherford timeout. Again, Rutherford has a 3rd and 3 from their own 46-yard line with 37 seconds left to go in the first half. Rutherford is set. And they're looking back to their coach for a possible adjustment or a new play call. They're back set. And drop back to pass. And, he's pressured heavily by 55 Lamont Lester. The pass is incomplete and tested for number 2, Alex Damalo. Lamont Lester there, number 55, finally getting in there. He's been pretty quiet so far. Hopefully this will get him going. Rutherford now is a 4th and 3 from their own 46 with 30 seconds left to go in the first half. It appears they are punting. Interesting call here. Actually, no, it's probably smart. 30 seconds left in the half, punt it. Hopefully Waldwick will just, fair catch it. Although they are expecting a fake punt, the Warriors. It is a legitimate punt. And the punt will roll out of bounds at what appears to be the Warrior 11 or 12-yard line. With 22 seconds left in the half, Warriors will likely just kneel it out and take it to half. Again, the Warriors will likely just kneel it out with 22 seconds left to go in the half. Tied at 14 from their own 11-yard line. Waldwick is now set. And, yep, they're just going to kneel it out and take it to half. Yep, Waldwick takes it to half, tied at 14 with Rutherford. 5, 2, 1, and that is halftime. It is halftime. Warriors 14, Rutherford 14. This game is tied. We will be signing out for halftime. This is Waldwick Warrior Production Broadcast Center. We will see you at the end of this halftime. And hello, everybody. This is the Warriors broadcast channel. We are back with Waldwick Warriors varsity high school football. Coming out of half, the Waldwick Warriors are tied at 14 with Rutherford. Waldwick really swung the momentum to their side at the end of the first half with a sack, a punt, a touchdown run by Zach Holsizer, another stop, and a really nice quarterback sneak on a 4th and short that turned into a touchdown by quarterback Russell Pigg. We've also had I guess you'd say, butchered punt by Bryce that he ended up running back a lot and ended up taking it pretty far. Unfortunately, got called back for holding, but it was still a very nice play. As we see, the Warriors got the ball to start. And now, actually, no, sorry. Rutherford got the ball to start. Warriors are coming out to receive the ball. We have Bryce Hamilton back deep to return, number 11. He's a kicker, defensive back, receiver. He plays all over the field. And coming out to kick to Waldwick, we have Rutherford, number 16. Number 16, Ryan Ward. We also have Anthony Marco back deep, number 6. Appears, never mind, we have yep, never mind. Chris Marquez is actually the kicker now. He's doing kickoffs.
I'm kidding.
So, yep. Number 22, Chris Marquez is running back for the kick. And go. The kick is taken at the Warriors' 19-yard line. Is taken back to about the Warriors' 22-yard line. The Warriors will start with the ball on their own 22-yard line with 11:54 to go left in the third quarter. The Warriors here will be looking to keep the momentum going and take the lead 21-14. The Warriors are up to the line for their first play of the second half. Quarterback number 14, Russell Pigg, is now under center. He hands the ball off. It is taken for a small gain, but it is a gain. Correct to run with it appears to be number 33, Zach Holsizer. The Warriors will now have a 2nd and maybe 7 or 8. They have a 2nd and 8 from the 25-yard line, from the Warriors' 25-yard line. The Warriors are now in the huddle. The Warriors are up to the line. Quarterback is now under center. And it is a quarterback run. He tried to run, but unfortunately, no, I think he got a very small gain, maybe a yard or 2 there. Pigg tried to run it, but you know what? Not every play's going to work. Warriors now have, I believe it's still a 3rd and 8 from their own 25-yard line, so it's a gain of nothing. No, sorry, it was a gain of 1, so it's a 3rd and 7 now from the Warriors' own 26-yard line. There is just under 10 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the second half. Warriors and Rutherford are tied at 14 apiece. Quarterback is under center. Is a reverse to number 11, Bryce Hamilton, who takes it for what appears to be very minimal gain, if any at all. Bryce will only get 4 yards there. Unfortunately, it will leave the Warriors with a 4th and 3 from their own 30-yard line with 9:45 left to go in the third. Hamilton, who just carried the ball, will now be punting. It'll be a false start penalty on Waldwick, which will set us back 5 yards. So now it'll be a 4th and 8 from our own. It'll be a 4th and 8 from Waldwick's 25-yard line. Bryce Hamilton, number 11, is back to punt. Now from its own 25-yard line. Bryce launches a pretty nice one and is fair caught at the Rutherford 41-yard line. The student section is now getting very loud after a pretty nice punt there. Rutherford has the ball on their own 41-yard line. There's just over 9 minutes remaining left in the third quarter. Pierce Rutherford has also switched quarterbacks with number 7, Ray Sorelli, now at quarterback. Waldwick got to be very careful with number 7 here, as he's very versatile and very explosive. And he's set, runs the ball with a tackle by Kyer Bailey, number 1, for a 5-yard gain to the Rutherford 45-yard line. Sorry, it's a gain of 4 for a 2nd and 6 from the Rutherford 45. With about 8:45 and counting left to go in the third quarter. Quarterback is under center now, or not under center, in shotgun. So now another quarterback keeper for a short 2-yard gain with a few Warriors in the tackle there, such as Luke McGowan, and it appears to be Naman Patel in there. Rutherford will now have a 3rd and 6, maybe? Never mind, sorry. 3rd down and 4 from Rutherford's own 47-yard line with just over 8 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Rutherford is set. Corbett shot back to pass. And Kai. And the pass is. There's a fumble. There was a fumble on the play. Recovered by the Warriors. Number 48, it appears. No. It's either number 48, Luke McGowan, or number 11, Bryce Hamilton on the recovery. The refs are huddling up to just make sure it was a fumble or to see if it was just an incomplete or it's a complete pass and he was down by contact. Ball just came out after he's on the ground. It's a Warriors football. It was a fumble. Warriors get the ball on their own, let's say about 37-yard line with 7:42 left to go. The momentum is really shifting Warriors' ways now. Warriors officially have the ball on their own 40-yard line. They have a 1st and 10 with 7:42 left to go in the third quarter. Warriors are now set. And Zach Kolsizer takes the ball. Zach Kolsizer is going for a nice gain to the Rutherford 49-yard line, which will give the Warriors a 1st down. Warriors are now slowly marching down the field. They're now in Rutherford 49 with 7:30 left in the third quarter. Warriors now come up to the line, just barely on the Rutherford side of the field. A little shift there. Ball center is in a reverse for I'd say about a 5-yard gain by number 21, Greg Grussis Jr. This will now give the Warriors a 2nd and 5 from the Rutherford 45-yard line with 6:48 and counting left to go in the third quarter. Warriors now quickly up to the line. But the carry to Zach Holsizer, who takes it for a first down. I'd give him a 6-yard gain on that. The Warriors now have a first down from the Rutherford 38-yard line with 6:30 left to go in the third quarter. Warriors are driving, looking to put up three straight unanswered touchdowns on the board after being down 14-0 early. Warriors are now back up to the line. We're back under center. The ball was given to, it appears, to number 21, Gregory Grus Jr. for about a 6-yard gain. 6-yard gain up to the Rutherford 34-yard line now with 5:50 and counting left to go in the third quarter. Warriors are quickly up to the line, up on this 2nd and 6. Quarterback is now under center. Ball's given off to Zachary Holsizer, number 33, for about a 4-ish yard gain. Maybe less. He did not get the first down there. Officially, number 33, Zach Holsizer, was given about 3 yards up there on the carry. It's a long three on that carry. Warriors now have the ball at the Rutherford 27-yard line. They need to get to about the 29-ish, 28-ish of Rutherford for a first down. There's a third down with 4:50 and counting left to go in the third. Quarterback's under center. The ball's handed off to Zach Holsizer for what appears to be just short as a first down. They'd probably give him, I'd say, about 2 on that. Warriors will now have a 4th and 1 from the Rutherford 28 and a half yard line. Yeah, 28 and a half yard line about. We'll see what Waldwick will do here, as there's still a lot of time left in this game with 4 minutes left to go in the third. Tied at 14. It appears the Warriors will be going for it, as it is a 4th and 1 deep in Rutherford territory. The Warriors are lined up. They're set. And the Warriors get the first down and a little bit more. Warriors got a gain of 2 here to move the ball to the Rutherford 27-yard line to give the Warriors a first down. The Warriors now have the ball at the Rutherford 27 with 3:50 and counting left to go in the third. They have a 1st and 10. They're quickly getting back in the huddle and back to the line. Again, Warriors started down 14-0 early and are looking to score 21 unanswered and keep the momentum going. A little wide receiver reverse to number 11, Bryce Hamilton, who takes it for a 4-yard gain, but unfortunately it appears there's a holding call in the backfield. Yep, is officially a holding on Waldwick, which will negate that 5-yard run and push the ball back a bit farther than the Rutherford 27-yard line. This will put the ball back all the way to the Rutherford 40, where the Warriors will now have a 1st and 20. Warriors will now look to rebound from this holding call. Warriors are looking to rebound with only 3 minutes left to go in the third quarter. The Warriors have a 1st and 23 from the Rutherford 40. Waldwick's up to the line. And the ball is snapped to Zach Holsizer for a 4-yard gain. Up to the Rutherford 38-yard line. Waldwick will now have a 2nd and pretty long. Waldwick now have a 2nd and 21 from the Rutherford 38 with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Again, this game is tied at 14. Waldwick went down 14-0. 14-0 early, and we're looking to rebound and score 21 unanswered. Warriors are now up to the line, and quarterback's under center. Ball snapped. On play action. Back to number 21 for a loss of 3 yards back to the Rutherford 40. The pass was intended for number 21, Greg Grosdis Jr. Warriors now have a 3rd and even longer, a 3rd and 23 from the Rutherford 40 with 1:45 left to go and the with 1:45 left to go with 1:30 left to go in the third. All right, Warriors have a 3rd and 23. Warriors are now up to the line. Ball snapped, drop back, and quarterback attempted to pass. Oh, pass was intended for, appears to be number 5, Christian Cierto. Fortunately, it's tipped just before the end zone. So the Warriors will now have a 4th and 23 from the Rutherford. 4th and 23 from the Rutherford 40. Appears the Warriors will now punt it, as this would be a very long field goal, especially for the sophomore Bryce Hamilton. Rutherford will get the ball with just about 1 minute left to go in the fourth. 1 minute left to go in the third. Bryce gets a good punt off, and it will land at the Rutherford 5-yard line, maybe 6-yard line. So that's Bryce Hamilton, the punter, will pin Rutherford deep with 58 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Rutherford will now have to drive very far to even come close to tying it or getting the lead. The Warrior crowd is now getting a little loud in the student section as Rutherford is pinned very deep. Quarterback is now back. Drop back to pass with a short gain of maybe 2 yards, tackled by number 48, Luke McGowan. Pass was to number 1, Doug Russell for a 2-yard gain, maybe 3 yards. 5-yard gain, my bad. There's now 40 seconds and counting left to go in the third. Rutherford will take another snap before the start of the fourth quarter. Drop back. And quarterback is sacked by number 1, Kyer Bailey. This will definitely take the game to the fourth quarter, as Rutherford will have a 3rd and 10 from their own 5-yard line when we switch fields going into the fourth quarter. The game is still tied at 14. Dwarfs will look to keep their momentum here as we enter the fourth quarter, get a stop, and hopefully get the ball back.
No, we just worked it out. Commercial break.
Stop. Let's go defense.
As we come out of the third quarter and fourth quarter timeout, we'll now enter the fourth quarter. Rutherford now have a 3rd and 9 from their own 8-yard line with drop back to pass, and the pass is incomplete. Intended for number 2, Alex DeMalo. Rutherford will now have to punt from deep in their own territory, giving the Warriors what will likely be very good field position and a lot of time to work with, as there's still 11 minutes and 55 seconds left to go in this game. Number 11, Bryce Hamilton, is back to receive the punt. He is very deep, or he's very shallow, sorry. Still actually in Rutherford territory at about Rutherford's 45-yard line. Again, this game is tied at 14. Warriors have scored 14 unanswered. And the punt goes right to Bryce at the Warrior. Yeah, now, sorry. At the Rutherford 36-yard line. So the Warriors will have absolutely great field position with all the time in the world. The Warriors will now come out here looking to keep the momentum going their way as they've scored 14 unanswered again. This crowd's starting to really get going, which is good. Let's go. Quarterback's under center. A shift. And the ball's, it is a pass. And it is just overthrown of the intended target, number 11, Bryce Hamilton, who just received a punt. The Warriors will now have a 2nd and 10 from the Rutherford 36-yard line with 11:40 left to go in the third quarter. This Warrior crowd appears to be getting really into it as they're all standing in the student section. We have a lot of people shirtless and a lot of face paint and black paint, as this is actually a blackout. Warriors have the ball. Quarterback's under center. Ball handed off to 33, Zach Holsizer, for a gain of, I'd say, 4 yards maybe, which will leave the Warriors with a 3rd and 6, maybe. Yep. Waldwick officially have a 3rd and 7 from the Rutherford 33-yard line with 11 minutes left to go in this game. Warriors come up to the line. They're now set. They're now set, sorry. Ball is handed off to Zach Holsizer, who takes the ball for a 6-yard gain, which will unfortunately be a yard short of the first down marker. But seeing the fact that the Warriors are now inside the Rutherford 30, I'm guessing they would go for it, as they have still have all the time left in the game, about 10 minutes 30, and the game is tied. This is a very big play correction here. The Warriors have a 4th and 2 from the Rutherford 28 with 10 minutes left to go in this fourth quarter, tied at 14. Warriors are huddled up as they now come up to the line. Warriors are now set. False start. Delay game on the Warriors, which will set them back about 5 yards and will possibly take them out of position to go for the 4th down and might send them into punting territory or maybe a far field goal. Although you never know, because there's still a lot of time left in this game. There's 9:50 left to go in this game. The Warriors the Warriors will go for it, as Coach Gruz here was really debating. Appears he might take a timeout here to think this over. We'll see. Coach Gruz for the Warriors will now take a timeout with 9:28 left to go in the fourth quarter. This will be his first time out of the half. Again, the Warriors have a 4th and 7 from the Rutherford 33-yard line, tied at 14. I'd say it's about 50-50 here, them going for it, punting, kicking, field goal. They're in really good field position, but again, this is high school football. And we have a sophomore kicker. I trust him, and he has a good leg, but a 43-yard field goal is still a pretty far field goal. If you look at earlier in the game, he barely made that, 35-yard PAT after the holding call. So we'll see. Right, so it appears the Warriors will be going for it. Yeah, the Warriors will be going for it here. A 4th and 7 on the Rutherford 33-yard line with 9:30 left to go in the fourth. Warriors are now up to the line and set. There's drop back to pass. And it will be a interception. Up back, Rutherford takes it to the Warrior 49-yard line. Pass was intended for number 5, Christian Cierto. Waldwick will now dash their great field position and give Rutherford some very good field position. Rutherford will now have a 1st and 10 from their own 48 with 9:16 left to go in the fourth. Hopefully, this shouldn't be a momentum switch, but this will definitely take a pretty, I won't say big hit, but it'll definitely take a small hit in the Warriors' offense confidence here. Hopefully their defense can stand tall and get a stop here. Because both of these offenses are pretty good. It's a 50-50 chance for an offense to score or an offense to get stopped. Both teams got some very explosive, high-powered weapons. All right, Rutherford's in the Rutherford set. Is a quarterback run for a 5-yard game, maybe 7. So it's a 5-yard game, so Rutherford will have a 2nd and 10 from the Warrior 47-yard line with now under 9 minutes to go in the game. Again, both teams are tied at 14 here. Rutherford is now up to the line quickly. So another quarterback sneak, in which we'll get 3 yards up to the Warrior 44-yard line. This will leave him with a 3rd and 3 with 8:30 left to go. This is a very good game here, as both teams have very good offenses, and the defense. I wouldn't say defenses are struggling, but they're not doing the greatest. Although Rutherford did just get a pick here. All right, Rutherford's quick up to the line and set. And there's a flag. Oh, Rutherford gets the first down by a large margin. However, there is a flag in the play. Here's it could be, I think, a legal formation. False start on Rutherford. This will now make it a 3rd and 7 for Rutherford, negating that really nice 3rd down run. Rutherford has just about 8 minutes left to go in the game. Rutherford will now take this 3rd and 7 from their own. Was it from their own? Actually, no, sorry. The Warrior 49 they will take this from. This will be a 3rd and 7 with 8:08 left to go in the game. 3rd and 7 after a Rutherford false start. Rutherford is back up to the line and set. This Warrior. Nope. And drop back to pass. And this is a overthrown. Intended target was number 2, Alex Samalo. He was wide open, just overthrown. I think that might have been busted coverage from someone. I don't know if it was Bryce. I'm not going to call out names. I just see Bryce's number. I don't think it was Bryce, though. Apologies to Bryce. Yeah, so Rutherford now is a 4th and 7 from the Warrior 49 with 7:51 left to go in the game. Rutherford will now be punting with Bryce Hamilton, number 11, back to return. Again, the game is tied at 14 after Rutherford started up 14 early, and Warriors have now scored 14 unanswered. Punt. Bryce will fair catch the ball. Nope, and it's a fumble, and Rutherford gets the ball at the Warrior. The Warrior 11-yard line after Bryce unfortunately muffed the punt. Rutherford will now have 7:42 left from the Warrior 11-yard line, it appears, after a muff punt by Bryce Hamilton, number 11. Rutherford is now looking for a play. Rutherford is now up to the line. Rutherford, ooh, nice tackle there. A tackle for loss. Appears number 48, Luke McGowan, maybe on that tackle. I think I saw, never mind. Sorry, number 72, Naman Patel was in there for the tackle. The Rutherford will now have a 2nd and 10 from the 11-yard line with 7:20 and counting left to go in the 4th quarter. Rutherford has the ball, and it is a run for a minimal game up to the Warrior 10-yard line. Rutherford will now have a 3rd and 9 from the Warrior 10 with 7 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter. Ever since half, I mean, the end of that first half was very good for the Warriors. And so it was, I'd say, a little bit of the beginning of the second half. But ever since, Warriors have been slowing down. They really got to get the stop here, hopefully hold Rutherford to 3 and get the momentum going. The crowd has kind of quieted down. I'm hoping, very hoping, that this student section can get going. This is very crucial down in the game. 3rd and 9, 6:30 left to go. Rutherford has the ball in the Warrior 10, drop back to pass. And touchdown, number 16, Rutherford, Brian Ward. Rutherford will now go up 21-14 with 6:24 left to go in the game. Number 10, Drew Carney is on to attempt a kick to make it 21-0. 21-14, sorry. And the kick is good. It seems like taking a lot out of that Warrior football team. Hopefully, someone can get this team going, because they do not. There's some very slum, head down looks on that I see on this sideline. I mean, they shouldn't be upset about this. They still got a whole just under 6.5 minutes left to go. The crowd is kind of quieted down. It's really gotten quiet, especially after that touchdown. Hopefully this Warrior offense can get some very big plays and get this crowd going again. Now we have number 88, Chris Caserta, number 11, Bryce Hamilton, and I believe that might be Anthony Marco, maybe someone else back to return. I'm not sure. Hopefully, we got number 22, Chris Marquez here for the kickoff. This has really drained a lot of the Warriors crowd and the team. Hopefully they can get back going. Warriors need a big, at least kickoff return here, mate, hopefully. At least one big play in this drive just to get this crowd back into it. And Bryce will get redemption here, so he will field the kick. And he will take it to the Warrior 19-yard line. Never mind, sorry. Warrior 24-yard line. Warriors will now have 6:18 to drive downfield and tie this game up. Warriors should not be nervous here. They got all the time in the world. They just got to worry about getting down there, taking their time, no mistakes, and scoring. The clock is not an issue right now. Warriors are back out there on offense after that pick, the fumble punt return, and the touchdown by Rutherford. Warriors are now set at the line. And it is a run for a gain of maybe 2 by number 21, Greg Grusdish Jr. So it's actually a gain of 3 on the play. This will leave Warriors with a 2nd and 7 from their own 27. I say 27? No, sorry, 28-yard line with 5:45 left to go in the game. Warriors are back up to the line with a play, with a run to, I can't tell. It appears to be a run to number 33, Zach Holsizer, for another 2 to 3 yard chunk, which will leave Warriors with a 2nd and 5, maybe 2nd and 4, or sorry, 3rd and 4 from the Warrior 30-yard line with 5:20 left to go in the game. This Warrior crowd is finally getting back into it, should be good for this team. There's now 5 minutes left to go in the game. Warriors have a 3rd and 5 from their own 30, down by 7. Warriors are now up to the line. And it is a toss to number 11, Bryce Hamilton, who finds his way for a first down. Warriors will now have the ball on their own 37-yard line, no, 38-yard line maybe. A 1st and 10 with 4:50 and counting left in the game. This crowd is still quiet. I'm surprised. You can hear some of the calls on the field these guys are making. Warriors now 1st and 10 from their own 38 with 4:30 left to go in the game. Warriors are up to the line. And Holsizer gets the ball for a minimal gain of a yard up to the Warrior 38 or 39-yard line
which give Warriors a 2nd and 9 with 4 minutes left to go in the game. Warriors still, I wouldn't say have all the time in the world, but they're making their way down the field. They're chewing some clock. Now another gain to Holsizer for another only minimal yard gain, which will make it a 3rd and 8 from their own 40-yard line with 3:50 left to go in the game. The Warriors really need this first down here. This crowd is still dead quiet. Warriors need this first down here as there's only 3:40 left to go in this game. And the Warriors are still down by 7 after that last touchdown there by Rutherford. I'm surprised. This crowd is dead silent. I think I hear a couple guys trying to get it going in the student section, but I don't hear much. Warriors have 3 minutes left to go in the game now, a 3rd and 8 on their own 40. Warriors are now up to the line. With a play action to number 1, Kyer Bailey with the catch. Down, he's going all the way down to the Rutherford 29-yard line. Kyer Bailey on the corner route for 26 yards. What a gain there. It was a beautiful pass by number 14, Russell Pig. This has really brought a lot of energy back in this Warrior crowd. Now they're all the way deep into Rutherford territory with only 3 minutes left in the game. Warriors are now quickly up to the line. Again, 1st and 10 for the Warriors on the Rutherford 29-yard line. Warriors are down 21-14. As they run to Holsizer. He's still going. Holsizer is still going for a 4-yard gain up to the Warrior 25-yard line. The clock is now running with 2:45 left to go. Warriors are down 21-14. They've got down there after a beautiful 26-yard corner from Russell Pig, the quarterback, to Kyer Bailey, number 1, the tight end. Warriors are now up to the line with 2:30 left to go on the Rutherford 26. 2nd and 7. Warriors are now set with some motions. There's a pass. Ooh, incomplete pass. It appears the intended target was number 21, Gregory Grustis Jr. Warriors now have a 3rd and 7 with 2:13 left to go in the game from the Rutherford 26-yard line. Warriors need this here as they're down 21-14 with just over 2 minutes left in the game. This could be it here. I really don't want to have to say that, but this really could be it. I believe the Warriors only have 2 timeouts after taking a timeout earlier in the games, and there's no 2-minute warning in high school, so all the Warriors got left. Warriors are up to the line, shifting. It's a toss play to Zach Holsizer, who gets about a 6-yard gain, which would make it a 3rd and 1. Which would make it a 3rd. Oh, sorry, there's a flag on the play. It appears it is on. No, it might be on the. Yeah, it appears the flag's on the Warriors, which would negate this 3rd and would negate that 6-yard run to make it a 4th and 1. This could really kill the Warriors' momentum, as this would be a long 3rd down with only 2 minutes left to go, and Warriors only have 2 timeouts. Yep, it is a holding on the Warriors, which will push them well back to the Rutherford 39-yard line. Let's give the Warriors a long, long way to go. Let's give the Warriors a 3rd and 7 with the running clock 1:55 to go in the game. Warriors need, I'd say maybe, sorry, never mind, 3rd and 20. Misread the scoreboard. The Warriors need a big gain here, like a big gain, to even get into range of going for it on 4th. It is a slant to number 6. Passes caught for a nice gain. Warriors will call a timeout with 1:31 left in game. Anthony Marco on the catch, number 6. I was correct from earlier. The Warriors now have a 4th and 12, maybe 13, with 1:31 left in the game. Down by 7. They got to go for this. They got to go deep. This is it. The Warriors got 1 timeout left, I believe. This Warriors student section is dead right now. They really got to get this thing back going because there's nothing. There's nothing in this crowd right now. They're dead. They're just chilling. They're having their own little side conversations, doing whatever they're doing, whatever high schoolers do. I don't know what they're doing right now. So, yeah, it's 4th and 12. Warriors have the ball on Rutherford 31 with 1:31 left, down by 7. They're coming out of their timeout. It appears I believe they have 1 timeout left, which means they really need this here. Because if they don't get this, Rutherford will probably just run the ball out. Warriors can only stop this clock once here. I'm thinking the Warriors will come out with some sort of play action rollout, maybe. Something that worked from earlier. Maybe something similar to that 26-yard corner that they got to get them down here to Kyer Bailey. I don't know. We'll have to see. Warriors are up to the line here. The Warriors student section is now finally getting going. Up to the line, the Warriors. It's a pass. And it is a incomplete pass. Rutherford, might be the game with 1:24 left. Rutherford will get the ball on their own 31-yard line. Warriors only have 1 timeout. You can see number 14, the quarterback, Russell Page, was just sitting there on the ground. He was just frustrated that he missed that opportunity. You can see him running alone to the bench, probably to get some water. He looks really frustrated. Got young freshman Alex Caserta help trying to get a little high five there. He does not look happy. This might very well be the game here with only 1:24 left, and Warriors only have 1 timeout. It appears Rutherford will just honestly kneel the ball out. I wouldn't risk anything. I really wouldn't here if I were the Rutherford offense coordinator, head coach, whatever you want to call it. Whoever's calling the plays. Yep, that probably will do it here. So Rutherford's probably just going to run the clock out. They got a minute left. I'm guessing that's likely. It's a tough loss for the Warriors. They fought their hearts out. Just mistakes. That fumble, that muff punt by Bryce. Sorry to call you out, Bryce. The interception by Russell. I mean, there's nothing to. Yeah, they're just going to kneel the ball out one more time. No. Maybe another kneel or 2 before this game's over. Nope. Yep. Just need one more kneel before this game's over. Rutherford has beaten the Warriors 21-14. Yep. We got to give a shout out here to our cameraman, Emran Nasiri and Matthew Harris. They did a very good job filming all game. Yep. This is it here. It's just about official here. We got this great Halloween moon here. That's right around the corner. That's the only positive thing here among this Warrior crowd, as they have just about officially lost to Rutherford, 21-7. This is a tough loss for this Warriors organization, the Warriors team. This was honestly a very good gameplay by Rutherford. No, I don't think they had many, if any, mistakes. Their defense played spectacular today. There's nothing they could have done about Warriors. Played their hearts out. Rutherford played their hearts out at the end of the day. Rutherford made less mistakes. They're going to win. Rutherford, has won 21-14.
Wait somewhere.
Yep, I believe that fumble on that punt that gave Rutherford the great field position to score that game-winning touchdown and the pick. That's all it takes. It's just 2 turnovers, especially when the other team is playing spectacular football. Warriors had some nice pass plays going, but unfortunately they just couldn't finish. They were so close. They were so close. We'll rebound. We'll come back. I believe we've got Lyndhurst next week. This Warrior team will hopefully be very angry, very pissed off, and will take out all their anger and frustration on this Lyndhurst football team that they're coming up next week. I mean, there's nothing else more to say. The Warriors just straight up got outplayed here. There's 2 turnovers, Yeah, I mean, there's nothing else really to say. This is your Warrior Broadcast Center. I'm Matthew Halpern with my cameraman Emran Nasiri and Matthew Harris. Thank you for watching, and that is game.